rock it like rocket fuel.
Yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard for your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my whole team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like blah. Yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Yeah, I pissed so my frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't panic surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black. Yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want.
Up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, tried to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Live Just a beautiful afternoon for football, Coach. They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready. Mike, 58, right there. Let's go. He's checking. Crash. Base. Check. Wall. Get wall. 22.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's third down.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And Adams has it, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Watch the slack. Kill. Let's go.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
A beautiful fake. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From the 36, Dalton, and that's complete to Adams. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
Ready, 20. Watch the split.
Throwing again, Ryan. Screen pass to Lindsay. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time, second and goal. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Andy Dalton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Hauschka adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready. Yellow lady. 56. Check 56. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Good night.
Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, it's Breeze. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back.
Yellow lady. Sammy.
Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. And he finds Cook. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 43. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. A toss to Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Breeze got his target, Pierre Garçon. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They run with Adrian Peterson, the 2nd active leading rusher in the NFL. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Peterson. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Now Breeze. And he finds Fitzgerald. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. It's Parker. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
On 2nd and 7, Ryan. It's caught here by Adams. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's Ryan. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Ready.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 37.
Bree's going to come up here, first and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. On the carry, it's Cook. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Check.
From the 39, Breeze completes it to Fitzgerald. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 44-yard line. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be second and 9. On second and 9, Breeze. And that is incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target, and it's third down.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
We gonna shut y'all down.
Well, they gave the 60-yarder a try, didn't make it, and now they're in a tough position defensively. This offense has it at midfield. On first and 10, it's Lindsey. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4. From the 44, Ryan, the left side throw complete to Adams. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
And the Vikings first down.
Ryan in the offense with a first and 10, and he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game.
Kill. Hard. Check 24. You're out. Alert 3.
And the play clock becoming an issue, so Mike Zimmer's forced to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Check 4.
And an alley to run. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
This time, Ryan will throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be second and 12. Now it's Ryan. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Devontae Adams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Hauschka with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Breeze now. And Amendola's got it, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
53. 4
yards down the pickup.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Breeze. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by Tavon Wilson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back. And he's into the clear. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Shotgun now for Breeze. Now Breeze lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They run the counter with Cook. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. It was Logan Ryan that time who knocked it away. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. And it's caught here, Amendola. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal. Breeze going to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Larry Fitzgerald. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears cut into that lead. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
First down, Minnesota.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. And Diggs has it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Dante Hightower on the stop.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 38, Ryan. He's going to air one out. That's going to be caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Hauschka with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Following a good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Breeze now to throw. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, South, we own them. Check safety, check safety.
Another run by Lindsey. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. On 3rd down, Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lawrence Guy coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Ready.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still is not. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And he's going to go down again. Whitney merciless in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now Breeze.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jair Alexander. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Hey, Tuesday.
On 1st down, Lindsey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
36. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Watch Twiz. Watch Twiz. Watch Twiz.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On play action, it's Breeze. They'll roll him out right. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Danny Amendola, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer.
when we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that... a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
The Vikings on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be fourth down now.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. On first and 10, here's Breeze. And Breeze is going to go down in the end zone. A safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, first and 10.
Crunch, crunch, crunch. Slam, slam, slam. Check 50, check 50. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Hey, express, express. Watch the shift.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. The tackle was made by Michael Bennett.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Mike 58 right there. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And he connects with Ebron. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big one there for the Vikings. And even 40 yards.
And the Vikings first down.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Switch. He's coming. We got double up. Check 24, check 24. Lock it. Hey, check 24. Ready, go.
And some room to work. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards.
Minnesota.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Here we go. Watch the edge. Squeeze. Get in there. Check 25. Check. Lucky.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Vikings, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.